Got a Ruger 1022 and want to make it look cooler and shoot better? These 1022 mods will up the performance of your gun and make it truly one of a kind. One of the easiest ways to improve the looks and performance of your Ruger 1022 is with an aftermarket stock. The MDT Oryx chassis is the quickest way to convert a Ruger 1022 into a rifle capable of competing in PRS matches. The Oryx chassis has been around for a few years, and MDT makes versions that work with centerfire actions from many major manufacturers, as well as a number for rimfires, including the Ruger 1022. The MDT Oryx chassis will cost you about $400 for the stock alone. However, for those unfamiliar with PRS chassis systems, this shouldn't be a surprise. But what you get for that money is a chassis with an aluminum bedding block that creates a rock-solid connection between the action and stock. Features like the barricade stop in front of the magazine well, flat bottom forend with M-lock attachment points, and the easy-to-replace AR-style grip are desirable elements on competition chassis. Length of pull can be finely adjusted via spacer system, and an adjustable cheek piece promotes proper alignment between the shooter's eye and a mounted optic. With a standard 1022, a decent piece of glass, and this chassis, you can definitely get out of the door and onto your first rimfire PRS competition for less than $1,000. Want to make your Ruger 1022 even more fun? Put that thing on mute. The Angstead Arms Vanquish 22 can make your Ruger 1022 nice and quiet without the extra length we typically associate with suppressors. The 18.5-inch stainless steel barrel has a match-grade bent chamber and is button-rifled with a 1 in 16 twist. The aluminum outer shroud and Cerakote finish result in a bull barrel profile. Altogether, the Vanquish 22 weighs 1.3 pounds. A series of holes in the barrel allow sound and pressure to escape, but those effects are constrained by the outer shell to keep volume down. This approach is more compact and easier to clean than a conventional suppressor, with no risk of baffle strikes. According to Angstead Arms, the Vanquish 22 makes supersonic 22 LR ammo sound like subsonic 22 LR ammo. The Vanquish is compatible with any Ruger 1022 that can accept a bull barrel. That means your factory stock is probably out of commission. You can get the Vanquish 22 in black, silver, or flat dark earth. Angstead Arms lists an MSRP of $599 for the Vanquish 22. Tandemkross, dubbed one of the latest additions to its extensive catalog of Ruger 1022 compatible components and upgrades, the Manticore X. The Manticore X lower makes use of your existing 1022 receiver and merges the chassis and trigger assembly of the 1022, which makes the entire platform much easier to take down and service, and also gives the user some nice quality of life features like a folding stock and an AR-15 style pistol grip and fire selector. Combine that with the easy-to-service open-top receiver, and this means that as a high-volume shooter, you have easy cleaning and maintenance access without the need for a bunch of extra tools, since the pins that hold the receiver and the lower together are self-captured pins. The Manticore X is compatible with a wide variety of Ruger brand and aftermarket fixed barrel and takedown type receivers. If you already own a factory-assembled gun, remove it from the stock, slip out the trigger housing, and install the Manticore X to give your favorite rimfire a set of competition-grade controls, an adjustable trigger, pistol grip, and a folding stock all in one step. While a pleasure to shoot, anyone with a 1022 knows they're a nightmare to disassemble and clean. Just as its name describes, the Fletcher Rifle Works open-top 1122 receiver is designed to have its top plate easily removed for quick access to internals for cleaning and maintenance. CNC machined from an aluminum billet and outfitted with stainless steel detents, pins, and springs, the open-top 1122 features a sliding top plate that provides access to the bolt assembly without disassembling the rifle. The plate's secured by a captured pin with a small handle located on the left side of the receiver. Just pull the pin out most of the way and then press the plate back towards the shoulder stock to access and remove the bolt assembly. At the front of the receiver is an integral 3.75-inch optics rail ideally positioned for use with red dot optics. The open-top 1122 is available with either a smooth top plate or a plate that extends the optics rail to 9 inches for longer magnified rimfire rifle scopes. The sliding plate's primarily intended for cleaning purposes, but it's also quite handy for dealing with the relatively frequent jams associated with rimfire ammunition. Remove the magazine, lock open the bolt, release the top plate, and you have wide open access to the barrel's chamber for removing stubbornly stuck spent cartridge cases. Desert Tech makes one of the coolest Bullpup switch barrel precision rifles out there, so it isn't surprising that they developed a stock for Ruger 1022s that mimics that compact platform. When the barrel action of a 1022 is dropped into the Trek, the receiver ends up under the shooter's cheek, shrinking the overall length of a 1022 by several inches. To enhance the utility of a 1022, the Trek has several M-LOK compatible slots on the forend, along with a Picatinny rail that runs along the top of the stock from the trigger guard forward. The stock has a clamshell design that wraps around the barreled action. The two halves of the clamshell are held together with about a dozen fasteners scattered about the stock. Magazines load into the receiver just behind the grip, and to make sure you can keep the lead flying, the stock has recesses that can store 2 extra rotary 1022 magazines. Like Desert Tech centerfire rifles, the Trek is tough and is a good option for building the ultimate rimfire truck gun. This is a stock that costs just as much as the rifle it's meant to work with. However, I think the combination of build quality, features, and fun you can have with it are worth considering along with the price. For those interested in mounting an optic, consider the Advantage charging handle and Picatinny rail combo. This accessory from Tandemkross quickly became a must-have for some of my rifles. Not only is a solid mount for your scope or red dot, but it also allows for left-hand charging. And unlike the factory charging handle, this one is non-reciprocating. Oh, it's also easy to install and requires no permanent modifications to your firearm. Machined from 6061 aluminum, it's got a nice black finish. Both rails and the spring are steel for smooth operation. A Zytel base protects the finish of your receiver. There's a little plastic sleeve on the right side, so it's not metal on metal where it touches the factory charging handle. Overall length is about 4.5 inches, and there are 9 slots. Tandemkross designed the leading and trailing edges of this rail with a bevel, unlike the squared-off edges of the standard Ruger rail. Running the length is a central groove more for weight reduction than anything else. It's probably too high to see iron sights, and let's face it, if you mounted this, you aren't running irons. No single Ruger 1022 upgrade will make your gun shoot better than a new barrel. You can get the best barrel for your Ruger 1022 from Volquartsen, if you're prepared to pay the money. Made from stainless steel, the Volquartsen open-sight lightweight carbon fiber barrel is wrapped in a woven carbon fiber tube, allowing for an air gap between the barrel and the sleeve. As a result, this helps the barrel remain cool during rapid fire conditions. In addition, the carbon fiber's rigidity allows the barrel to be put in tension. This helps minimize barrel vibrations often found on smaller barrel diameters. Sitting atop the barrel are open sights designed with a focus on rapid target acquisition. The rear sight comes in the form of an XS Ghost Ring. Coupled with the rear sight is a Williams gun sight fiber optic front sight in either red or green. The 16.75-inch barrel has a twist rate of 1 in 16 and features a laser-hardened breech. Likewise, the barrel includes a threaded muzzle for attaching a suppressor or other muzzle device. However, it includes a thread protector when no muzzle device is in place. There are few, if any, barrels on the market that'll improve the accuracy of your 1022 as much as this one.